Hi Virgo, these are your general collective messages from July 2021 till December 2021. This is general and collective, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you feel like this reading does not resonate with you or it doesn't apply to you, it's not making sense to you, it's probably not your message at this time, so please don't force it to resonate. Okay, so I had done the previous 6 months reading in January, so you can check that out on my channel on YouTube. So that was from Jan to June 2021, and now I'm doing July to December 2021. Okay, so we look at one theme. So this will be something that will either be in and out of your life over the next 6 months, or it will consistently be there through the next 6 months. Then we look at one thing you want to actively work on, so something that you might want to put in a fair amount of effort to work on over the next 6 months. Then I'll do oracle messages looking at your prevailing energy over the next 6 months, what blessings you may have, what you might struggle with, and eventually how you might end the year, at least potentially. And then I'll do clarifiers with the tarot, and then we'll get one gods and goddesses blessing. Okay, so let's get started. One theme for Virgo from July 2021 to December 2021. Trickery. Trickery, Agatha Christie. So either somebody pulling the wool over your eyes over the next 6 months, Virgo, or you pulling the wool over somebody's eyes over the next 6 months. Theme is going to be around also, I'm sorry, the author is Agatha Christie, so you may want to look at her work. So I also feel like for those of you who've read Agatha Christie growing up, you know, she's been an author for suspense novels and mysteries, etc., and all of that. So that might be a theme for you guys over the next 6 months, Virgo, where you may find yourself either suspicious of things that are happening in your life, or you may exhibit suspicious behavior with maybe not such a great agenda, with maybe an agenda to either pull the wool over somebody's eyes or not give somebody the whole picture. Either you might do that or that might be done to you over the next 6 months. I'm sorry, Virgo. You may also be rather focused on trying to find the missing link over the next 6 months. So you now take it as it applies to you in your life. Let me do a clarify with tarot. Yeah, okay, truth. Okay, so you got the harvest. So this trickery or this whatever, you know, some suspicious behavior or suspicious activities or deceiving or deceitful activities or connivance or any of those kind of things, those will be revolving around what is really the truth of the matter. That's going to be your theme for the next 6 months, and I feel like you're going to be working a fair bit on trying to uncover that missing link or the missing piece. Okay, just don't worry yourself silly with that, because Virgos can tend to do that. Okay, let's look at one thing you might want to actively work on. Tapas. So I feel like this is about discipline. This is about following a certain, I don't want to say set norms, but following a certain way of doing things, a certain principle of doing things, and in that exercising self-discipline as well. So now that can be on a day-to-day physical basis. So you know, whether you're disciplining your life when it comes to, you know, certain habits like maybe sleeping on time or waking up on time, or wasting time, or any of those kind of, or eating right or not exercising, etc. So that's one kind of self-discipline, which is the physical aspect of your life, which for some of you might want to work on that. The second kind of self-discipline or tapas is about your internal, whatever happens in your internal life. Okay, so your thought process, your emotional well-being or your emotional state, and you want to start disciplining that. Are you constantly in a state of worry, anxiety, or like with this, trying to work, trying to find the missing link, or trying to investigate, trying to look for answers, and allowing that to worry you, allowing that to make you feel anxious all the time? So you break that chain, and you substitute that with positivity, you substitute that with vulnerability, you substitute that with letting things flow and uncover on their own. That also becomes a form of self-discipline. Okay, so you want to work on that, Virgo, for the next 6 months. What are you really being committed to? Where in your life do you need to take your power back? Where in your life do you need to ensure that whatever you're investing your energy in, is that really good for you? Is that aligning with the higher vision for yourself, the vision that you have for yourself? Okay, so you might want to take care of those things the next 6 months, Virgo. Okay, let's look at prevailing energy for you guys. Flexible, same as Cancer. Prevailing energy, great. I'm so happy, because these two could have gotten a little bit, this could have gotten a little bit dodgy, like in a way, because it's not nice to be in a state of suspicion. It's not nice to constantly be worried about, are people fooling you, or is there some deceit going on, or is there somebody cheating, or is there somebody manipulating? It's not a nice energy to be in, and that looks like that's going to be a theme this for the next 6 months. So I was a little worried about that. But don't worry, because truth will prevail after that, because your clarifier is the harvest, is the judgment card. So truth will the truth, whatever needs to come to light, that will happen over the next 6 months. Okay, so you stay true, you stay disciplined to yourself, to your highest good, and in that ensure that you're not harming anybody else, either by thoughts, words, or actions. Okay, so you make sure of that. Your prevailing energy is going to be flexible, which is great. Typically earth signs don't expend or extend a lot of flexibility, not just in form but also in, I don't know about form, that can be trained, but in terms of thought process, in terms of the way of doing things, etc., earth signs can get stuck a little bit in rigidity, in doing things in the same way repeatedly. But your energy is flexible, so which tells me that you're going to be going more with the flow, you're going to be allowing more newness to come in, you're going to allow more freshness to come in, you're going to allow things to even surprise you, things to even not necessarily be planned all the time, and just be more spontaneous, be more light, and being more adaptable, and be more adaptable as well. So it's a great energy to keep coming back to, Virgo, if you find yourself getting stuck in all of this too much, okay, in this trickery too much. All right, let's look at one blessing that you will have. Not for you. Whatever it is that is being taken out of your life, or whatever it is that you have removed out of your life, know that it was not actually for you. Any situation that is not working out, no matter how much you try, no matter how much effort you put in, and no matter how much you give, if something is not working out, please know that that is divine intervention at play. Okay, please know that that is a blessing in disguise, because that is not meant for you, and that's your biggest blessing, Virgo, is that whatever this could be now, you have to take it as it applies to you. You are in fact being protected divinely by the universe in whatever it is that, and special, and see how beautiful this is. You got trickery as your main theme over the next 6 months. So there could be some manipulation, deceit, some not so great activities, or people doing stuff behind your back, I don't know, or telling you something and actually doing something or meaning something else. Please know that at the end of the day, the truth will prevail. That will come to light. But just know that in that process, whatever you lose or whoever you lose, that person is not for you, or that thing is not meant for you, or that situation is not meant for you. And you are being divinely blessed by the universe, okay, to keep you protected. A beautiful blessing to have. Let's look at what you might struggle with. Okay, 2 fell out. I'll read both. Okay, so something that you might struggle with, yang and higher power. Look, at a time when we feel that stuff is happening behind our back, or people are withholding the truth, or people are fooling us, or making an idiot out of us, or taking us for granted, or taking us for a ride, it's very easy to become cynical, it's very easy to become negative, it's very easy to become sort of spiral down and to become like lost, especially when you haven't done anything to deserve that. Okay, so it's easy for that to happen. In that process, it's also easy to then question everything that's going on, with the universe, with God. I mean, if you're religious as a person, but it's easy to question everything that's happening, right? Like you suddenly feel like you lose your sense of trust, your sense of ability to trust others, ability to trust, have faith in people. Okay, so you might struggle with that, Virgo, over the next 6 months. Okay, and then you've got yang also, so this is telling me this could be about a masculine energy. Okay, so somebody, a prominent male figure in your life, so somebody maybe involving some kind of this kind of behavior with a important male figure in your life, and you may struggle with seeing a connection to whatever is going on as a protection from the universe, as a blessing from the universe, as a direction from the universe. So you might struggle with that. On the other hand, you might also struggle to be confident that however things are rolling out for you, however things are playing out in your life, especially regards to these things over the next 6 months, knowing that they're happening for your highest good, or knowing that they're happening with a divine purpose, and therefore you need to take some action towards it, or you need to feel confident that that's happening in your favor. You might struggle with that as well. Okay, Virgo, so you keep going back to this tapas, self-discipline. What did I say? One is self-discipline of the physical kind, so where you discipline your physical body. The second is also discipline of your mental, emotional state. Okay, so what are you committing yourself to? What are you committing your energy to? You keep going back to your self-discipline. That will help you with this struggle. And please know your blessing is that there is divine protection around you over the next 6 months. So anything that's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or is trying to cheat you, or is trying to deceive you, or is trying to play an ugly game or play a dirty game, that truth will come eventually, but in that process you are protected, you are surrounded by positive great energy from the universe to protect you. So don't forget that. Okay, Virgo, let's look at one potential like how you might end the year. This is beautiful. You've got yin and yang now, imagine. You've got masculine and feminine, which tells me this could be relationship oriented, Virgo, for the lot of you, or people oriented, or like, and by relationship I mean it could be with anybody. It could be with your friend, it could be with a co-worker, it could be with family members, so it could be anybody. But alright, so you're going to potentially rediscover, I feel like, a lot of your feminine power again over the end of this year. So you can be a masculine or a man, but when I'm talking about masculine and feminine energy, I mean energy and not gender. So you could be a man, but you might discover or strengthen or re-establish your feminine energy, which is your ability to be receptive, your ability to be able to create, your ability to be able to provide nourishment or nurture, or being nurturing, being thoughtful, being caring, being protective, okay, giving love, all of those things. It's beautiful how you are likely going to struggle with masculine energy over the next 6 months, but the result of that is going to be a more empowered feminine energy for you, okay. In most cases, for some of you, you could be struggling with an important male figure in your life, and the result of that is going to be a more powerful female figure either coming into your life, or if you are a woman, becoming a more powerful woman, okay, a more confident woman as well. All right, so it's beautiful how your cards are lining up. Virgo, let's do clarifiers. You got a lot of pink as well in your cards, Virgo. So pink is the color for love, pink is the color for heart-based things. Even over here you've got a fair amount of pink in this one as well. Okay, so I don't know, maybe pink might be a good color to help you become more confident, to help you come out of any of this if you're feeling like you're getting stuck in a rut. Alright, okay, let's look at clarifiers. Alright, beautiful card, Ace of Atomies under flexible. So in thought you're going to be flexible, in action you're going to be flexible, in communication you're going to be flexible. You're not going to, and this is your prevailing energy, so that's great. You're going to also probably have some fresh new ideas, or fresh new concepts, or fresh new approaches, thought processes to help you tackle with maybe this or maybe other things in your life. New lines of thought as well, but the beauty of that is that you're going to be flexible through all of that, which means you're going to be more open-minded and be more adaptable as well, okay. Also, I feel like your communication might become more flexible in that. What I mean is knowing when to say what and when not to say what, okay. So that there's a great prevailing energy over the next 6 months, so make sure you stay in this energy. All right. Oh God. You got the High Priest. This card for Taurus. You got the High Priest under here. This is the Hierophant. Is there an outdated belief system, or is there some rigidity in what you are believing to be true, Virgo? And is that what you're meant to release? Is that what is not for you? So that's a question you need to ask yourself, okay? On the other hand, if this is about a commitment, so whether a committed work contract, or whether a committed partnership with somebody, or whether a committed relationship with somebody, and if that is not happening, then know that that is also a blessing. Okay, so whether it is, let me do one more clarifier for the Hierophant. I'm getting all major arcanas. So major blessings, that's for sure. Okay, you got the Lord of Shadows with the Death card. There's an ending of some commitment, or something that you were committed to, or something that you had pledged your allegiance to, or pledged your loyalty to. There is an ending to that happening over the next 6 months, because that is not meant for you. So you need to realize that that ending is happening because it is a blessing in fact. So allow that ending to happen. Okay, you stay disciplined in that as well. Okay, and through this ending happening, there will be a regeneration, there will be new things, something new that is going to come in. So for that new thing to come in, you're going to have to allow this ending to take place so that the transformation can happen. This card for Scorpio, Death card is for Scorpio, and the High Priest or the Hierophant is for Taurus. Definitely some major blessings coming your way, Virgo, over the next 6 months. You've got nothing to worry about, really. Just keep your focus on your self-discipline, okay? Okay, Four of Athames under your Yang. So this could be some reflection or you might struggle with trusting, you might struggle with healing, you might struggle with just being in a restful place, especially with too much of mind chatter or too much of wanting to take action, especially if something is bothering you in this area of trickery. Okay, and not trusting the higher power, not trusting the universe to allow things to unfold on their own. You might struggle with that. You might struggle with rest, you might struggle with trust, you might struggle with healing, you might struggle with just quietening down for a little bit. Okay, again I'm saying just keep going. Your trump card is your self-discipline, Virgo, so you keep going back to this. Okay, and more than that, nothing for you to worry, because you are actually being universally guided or universally protected, divinely protected. So even externally, if you don't do anything, this protection is already in place for you over the next 6 months. Two fell out, I'll read both. There you go, see? Higher power, and the cards for that, under that, are Nature and Knight of Wands. Nature is the devil in the traditional tarot deck. So you might get angry sometimes, you might feel like you've been deceived by the universe. I mean, if you pray to God or whatever, like whoever your God is or whatever it is your belief system is, religious, spiritual, whatever that may be, you might get angry at that. You might get like, you might, like I said earlier, you might feel like, I didn't do anything to deserve this trickery or this, cheat or this deceit. I know it's easy to get angry and it's easy to, become disillusioned, but like I said, big blessings. Okay, nothing over here really that I would be worried about, so long as you take care of your self-discipline. The Wild Hunt, this is the Tower card. Beautiful card for under your yin. Beautiful clarifier is what I meant. Wherever you feel weak as a feminine energy, wherever you have felt disempowered. Sorry, my tea's gone cold. Wherever you feel disempowered as a woman or taken advantage of as a woman or as a feminine energy. So, for example, if you are a man and you have higher feminine energy, which means you could be somebody who's more sensitive, you could be somebody who's more caring and who expresses more than other men, or somebody who's more nurturing, who's got a more nurturing side, who's got a more softer side. Okay, somebody who can wait in trust, in faith, in surrender, without wanting to chase after things or be in their ego or be driven by conquests too much. If you're that kind of a man also, that means you're working more with your feminine energy, and sometimes that can get taken advantage of. So essentially between the masculine energy and the feminine energy, because the feminine energy is softer, sometimes the feminine energy does get taken advantage of. All right, so anything which was done to destroy or sort of disempower your feminine energy, all that struggle is going to get left behind. You're going to emerge a lot stronger. I'll do one more clarifier for the Wild Hunt. There you go, the Magician. Virgo, you have got so many major arcana cards. I think the next 6 months are going to be major for you, life-changing also, transformative. You got the Magician now. Yeah, the Magician. There you go. This whatever, this tower or this wild hunt is going to break down anything that disempowers you, okay, that takes your power away from you or that takes advantage of you, so that you can rise up, so that you can vibe higher, so that you can raise your vibration to become the powerful embodiment of feminine energy, as a woman or even as a man, using that feminine energy, okay, or working with that feminine energy. All right, nice outcome as well. Heavy 6 months I feel for you, Virgo. Primarily around, my feeling is I just want to get one message for your career and money, because this is all looking relationship or personal oriented to me. So I just want to get one message for your professional or your career or money or whatever, however you look at it. Beautiful. World tree. You got the world card. So coming full circle, literally mastering everything in terms of your skills, in terms of your abilities to move ahead, in terms of being on top of your game. So I especially pulled this out for career, money or work related issues for you guys over the next 6 months, because like I said, this is looking a little bit skewed towards your personal life, so it's not really looking very general, covering all aspects of your life. Therefore I wanted to do one message for you guys. So you got the world tree, you got the world card, so completions, coming full circle, being mastered, and essentially just it's like a new beginning for you guys. So whatever you want, then you can start creating that. So in terms of your work life, I don't see really any issue for you guys, Virgo, but with your personal life there may be some changes happening over the next 6 months. My suggestion to you would be, allow those changes to happen. Know that through those changes you are being divinely protected. I cannot emphasize this enough. You've definitely done some good stuff to be so heavily divinely protected. You continue to stay self-disciplined. Okay, let's look at one gods and goddesses message for you guys. Okay, I'm giving it one last shuffle, otherwise I'll pull. Shri Vishnu. Beautiful. Illumination of the heart, achieving all success in life, welfare of one's family, true reverence for life. Maintainer of the universe. So his blessings are there for you for the next 6 months, Virgo. Don't get disheartened through any of all of this. If this happens, trickery or some dodgy behavior or dodgy things, that's all. This will all pass. Okay, you stay in a place of self-discipline. You stay in a place of surrender and trust towards the universe, towards the divine, towards whoever it is that you pray to and whatever it is that you pray to. All right, so I hope that this helped you guys, Virgo. Actually, I'm sorry, I used the word heavy, but I don't think it's heavy in a dark way. I think it's just a fair amount of shifts might be happening for you over the next 6 months, Virgo. So a lot of things might just so there might be a fair amount of restructuring in terms of some permanent things in your life, or some things being put into place in your life going forward from here on. So yeah, so it looks like there's going to be some important events happening over the next 6 months for you guys, especially in your personal life, in regards to your relationships with your close people, with this being at the forefront of it. But you have nothing to worry, because this will happen. Truth will eventually be called out at the end of the day. So if you know what you have done is true, or if you know the how you have operated is true to your good and to the good of others, then you have really nothing to worry about. All right, so I hope that this helped you guys, Virgo. So this was of course from July 2021 till December 2021. So you guys have a great rest of the year, and I will check back again with you guys next month with reading for all the zodiac signs.